I'm Lucielle, and thank you so much for coming to tonight's charity bachelor auction. Now, tonight we're raising money for a symptom that's very close and dear to my heart. That brings me to my next point. Tonight we're raising money for vertigo awareness. Now, I've been suffering from vertigo ever since my first husband passed away. Every day I deal with symptoms of dizziness, falling down in most ungraceful fashions, bouts of loss of balance, headaches. It's a real shame. I've been in and out of clinics my whole life. I've been on and off of medications trying to find a cure for this ailment. But good news, everybody. My doctors finally found a solution. Yes, apparently it turns out my vertigo is just a result of me always being slightly drunk. So tonight, in honor of vertigo awareness, we have a cash bar at the back of the room. I urge you all to get as drunk as possible. Once you're fully inebriated, you'll finally understand what people like me go through on a daily basis. My vertigo may cause me to fall over, but it hasn't stopped me from falling in love. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all here to raise money tonight, but I urge those of you brave enough to show up here without your husbands not to bid on our next bachelor. He's mine. You might say that once we had our first kiss, I was hooked. You might say that we've already sealed the deal. You might say, gross, you're old enough to be that boy's mother. And you'd be right. But you can't stop us from being together. When I stumble and fall, this man's there to catch me, which is why I have so many scars on the right shoulder. Oh, I'm just crazy about him. Crazy with a Z. Most important, he's not embarrassed to be seen in public with me. Everyone, I'm in love. So start spreading the news.
Come on, people, I'm late for a meeting here. Let's go, 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 go! Excuse me, what is this? No, this is not Sweet and Low. This is Equal. Blue packet. Sweet and Low is pink. See, Equal blue, Sweet and Low, pink. It's not the same now, is it? Well, what Equal contains is not my concern here. I don't care if this has fucking fairy dust in it. What I am concerned with is detail. I asked you for a packet of Sweet and Low. You bring me back Equal. That isn't what I asked for. That isn't what I wanted. That isn't what I needed. And that kind of shit is not going to work around here. You thought. Do me a fucking favor. Shut up, listen, and learn. Look, I know that this is your first day here, so you don't really understand how things work, so I will tell you. You have no brain. No judgment calls are necessary. What you think means nothing. What you feel means nothing. You are here for me. You are here to protect my interests and to serve my needs. So while it may seem like a little thing to you, when I ask for a packet of Sweet and Low, that's what I want. And it's now your job to make sure that I get what I want. Am I clear? Good. Because I'm not trying to be mean here. I mean, if you do this job well, if you listen and learn, you could do anything you want in this town. You could have anything you want. I mean, look at Rex here, a VP at Paramount. Ha! Rex. What kind of a name is that? Belongs to a mutt. If I can get Dog Boy here a job, he'll do just fine. Let's talk starting bids here. What are we looking at? 300, 400,000?
Oh, well, I don't know if these people really have that sort of money. Let's be honest. I mean, I think you're worth about $20 maximum. That's just me speaking.
$20. Yes. Okay. I see.
Well, I mean, we can start at 15 and see where it goes. Sometimes it can go as high as $40 or $50 at these things.
Lucille, I have to ask, why exactly am I here? I mean, you bring in someone of this caliber. It's like bringing a cannon to a pistol fight. I mean, seriously, what's going on here? Why this for that?
Sir, do you have any idea who you're talking to?
Do you?
I'm a very respected lady in the charity business.
Well, that's fantastic. Being a respected person in the charity business is like being the tallest short person in the world. I mean, come on, let's be serious here. Look at who you're dealing with. I am Buddy Ackerman, the Buddy Ackerman.
Well, if you're so great, why are you still single? You seem very available. You were open, you had no plans tonight. It is a Saturday. And here you are, willing to take any old amount of money just for a date with some old bag who's probably going to be the one who bids on you, let's be honest.
I'm sorry, I get the money? That's how this works? Because last I heard, this was all for charity, correct?
Oh, well, suddenly you're a philanthropist.
Just aware, really. I mean, the fact of the matter is that you've called me in. Yes, I am single, by choice, all right? This industry does not necessarily breed, towards couples.
Really, I can smell your cologne from over here, and my sense of smell is really affected by my vertigo, so you must be quite doused in that stuff. Reeks of desperation.
Well, you'll have to excuse me if I just spent 3 days reading through scripts and haven't had a chance to shower prior to this. All right? I mean, look, Lucille, I appreciate what you're doing here. All right? I appreciate that you want to give back to society. But when was the last time you took from society? When was the last time you catered to you?
Well, I did that for years. I mean, you don't think I do these charity auctions for free, do you?
What?
See, now we're starting to get to the meat. These are the kinds of things I could have enjoyed hearing prior to coming here. I mean, this would have amped up my motivation. I perhaps would have showered prior. To know that somebody is at least getting a return from this, other than these piddly little children you keep telling me about, with their dizziness and their laying on the floor like lazy homeless people.
Now look, I did send you a briefing on the sort of language you're supposed to use when talking to the media, and I hope you're not using words like that. It's bad for our brand.
I'm not sure you appreciate my control of the media.
I'm not sure you appreciate my power in this town.
Go on.
Well, I really have nothing else to say on this.
I see. Listen, Lucille, I'm happy to do a favor for you. I'm happy to come here, parade around on a stage like some sort of dressed up mannequin. I'm happy to, donate my time, although I truly do not have much time to donate.
Why are you doing this, then?
Frankly, Lucille, I'm here to talk a deal with you, all right? Lucille, we are casting an upcoming film.
Oh, really?
The story of Judy Garland. And frankly, I have to say, you remind me of Judy Garland. Of course, a much older version of her, but would you be interested?
Am I prettier than her?
Guess that's a really relative answer that I could give, but for the purposes of this meeting, yes. Why don't we say that?
And what about my voice? Would you say I have a more beautiful and elegant singing voice than that two-bit actress?
Why not? So is it a deal?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to sell out yet.
Lucille?
I've got a good 20 other bachelors back there who are willing to do whatever I ask them to.
I'm sure they are, and I'm sure that Pirate Boy will hop, skip, and jump it on command. I've seen him dancing around back, having cheese stuck on his hook. If that's the kind of company you want to spend your time with, you're more than welcome to do
Cheese,
so.
okay?
Oh, I'm sure you enjoy cheese. I'm sure you enjoy dairy products of all kinds. But Lucille, some men are more complicated than that. Some men require give and take. You give, but are you willing to take?
You know what I think a man is? I think a man is a man who can deal with living with a hook on his hand and still seduce a woman. You know, with your fancy tie and a fancy suit and your potent cologne, yet it's having absolutely no effect on the old heart of mine.
I see. So is that a no then for this film?
Well, you haven't really discussed any of the financial details, so I'm not really sure what to say.
Lucille, look, I'm not going to beat around the bush here, all right?
That's all you've been doing for the last 10 minutes.
Well, fine. You say you have 20 men back here that are willing to do whatever you wish for what, $20, $30 a piece? All going towards a cause that you are only associated with because you share the same maladies as them. I, on the other hand, have an entire city filled with Hollywood actresses, all of which are looking for jobs. You want to talk about people that will jump on command? Do you have any idea of the collection of shirts that are left in my office on a weekly basis? People need work in this town. I'm bringing work to you. Your choice as to whether to take that work or not is up to you. Just realize that you can be replaced as quickly as one of these children laying on the floor here.
Yes, I really need to do something about that.
I wish you would.
I did it before you came, but I didn't have time. I was busy being a philanthropist. Now, you may think that I run a petty little business here, skimming $10 off the top of every old bachelor I bid off, but I'm sitting on quite a fortune. And if I were to consider this Judy Garland picture, wouldn't this be for the money?
Well, then what would it be for? Name your price. Emotional, spiritual?
I want to villainize her. I want you to send me a copy of the script, and I want full access to any changes that I may make. Any creative decisions in my direction I may direct.
I think you may be onto something.
Think about it.
Oh, I've thought about it. I've got to say, I love this unconventional approach. I didn't think you had it in you. What, marketing yourself as this philanthropist for this hopeless cause, but to villainize Judy Garland, of all people, the purest of the pure. Somewhere over that rainbow, we could make millions.
Yeah.